what's up? Princess1215 here with another video review. Today I'm reviewing LEGO BIONICLE set number 70791, the Skull Warrior from BIONICLE 2015. This is part of my ongoing series of reviewing every BIONICLE set from Generation 2 since LEGO has canceled it again. So, before we take a look at the set, let's take a look at the box. So, here it says LEGO BIONICLE. There's the Mask of Creation, since this is from 2015. There's Skull Warrior with the Mask Maker's Forge in the background. Golden Mask of Ice, in the middle of being transitioned because of the trans color there. Skull Warrior, it's warning you not to eat the pieces, very wise. Ages 7 to 14, of course, that's just a suggestion, they have to put that on there. 70791, 102 pieces, and it's a building toy in many languages. And for some reason, this box is just really, really thin. I mean, look at this. This is really thin. This is probably one of the thinnest boxes I've ever seen. I mean, really, and I'm going to get into them later, all the boxes from the Skull Villain Wave are actually really thin. So on the back, you know, here you have Skull Warrior, showing that you can take his spear and put his bow on his back. So here you got all the things that he can do. He's got a stud shooter, which is a successor to the Kordak blaster from 2007. There's his gear function. You can take away the mask from the other Toa, and then you can pop off his mask via the eye stalk. And then here on the back, you can combine Skull Warrior with Skull Slicer and Skull Basher to create this monster, which actually looks really cool. So then here's the comic. So the Toa are walking up to this gate, a bunch of Skull Warriors, because this guy's a horde monster, start shooting at him. Kopaka's mask goes flying, he grabs the mask, and then it's up to the other Toa to save Kopaka's mask, and that did not happen in the story. But I'll get into that in a bit. So that's pretty much it for the box, and here's Skull Warrior. He's really cool, I like him. Bring him forward a bit here. Back when, you know, we first saw these sets, it was, you know, everyone was kind of like, they're not as good as the winter sets. I don't know if I really like these. And yeah, they kind of warmed up to them over time. I always kind of had a soft spot in my heart for Skull Slicer, and that's why I got him, you know, as soon as I did, as early as I did. Skull Warrior I always thought was a little more basic. I didn't really have much of an interest in Skull Warrior, Skull Basher, Skull Scorpio. But then LEGO canceled BIONICLE again. I'm like, well, now I have to get everything. And so really having him now, I actually really, really like him. He's cool. You know, he does really pull off the skeleton vibe, like all the Skull villains do. So on the back, so on his back here, you know, he's got a really long. I mean, just look at that. That's ridiculous, but I mean, it's because of the way you store the weapons, and so as shown, you can take this off and then swap the weapons around, and that's when that comes into play. Otherwise, it's not really used right now. So I mean, the nice thing about this toy is that a lot of times, you know, you get it's like, well, where do I put, you know, it comes with 2 weapons, where do I put the extra ones? But the nice thing about him is that he does have a spot to keep him. There we go. So he shares a mask with Skull Grinder. This mask here is the exact same as Skull Grinder's, but with a bit of a twist. This is actually a slightly darker color than, this is a darker gray than Skull Grinder's is, which I find very interesting. It's the exact same mold, but it's a darker gray. And I don't have and I don't have the other, the Skull Grinder mask on me. He's back up on the shelf behind me, but, so you'll have to take my word on that, because I forgot to bring him down. But anyway, so it's kind of interesting. It's a darker color. So one of the main features of Skull Warrior here is that he does have a stud shooter. So to use this, you just pull the thing. And there we go. You've got studs all over the place now. He does come with extras because you're probably going to lose some. So that's helpful. I always put my extras in one big bag. That's... Whoa! That shot off right in front of my face. Ah! Now there's two on the floor. There. And so they're pretty easy to put back on. You just stick them in studs side up. Just like so. And there we go. There. All those are back in. So, yeah, he's pretty cool. I actually like him a lot more than I thought I would. I thought he was actually kind of basic, but and he is. But there's kind of a nice element to his kind of simplicity. Yeah, he's an undead warrior made of bones, literally. You know, his bow is made of bones, even. I mean, look at that. So, but I mean, there's just something about him that I really like, and I don't know. I think Skull Slicer is still my favorite Skull villain, but I mean, he may be my second favorite. So then, kind of the majority of the set aside, let's get to this. So this is a corrupted Mask of Ice. It's got some nice trans blue on it, but this didn't show up anywhere in the story. This is only in the set. So you can just chuck this in the bucket of non-canon stuff we got from sets, like all the masks we got in Wave 2 of 2016, which you've seen some. Hopefully you've seen them anyway. You've seen some of those reviews by now, and so you know what I'm talking about. But I mean, besides the fact that it really serves no purpose in the story whatsoever, it's still a nice mask. I mean, for you mockists out there, that'll probably be handy to have. You know, it's a cool collectible just to have that in a kind of transitional, you know, going from one color to the other thing. And it's fun. And I don't think I ever said this in a review. I think I just said this to myself. But I'm like, you know, it'd be really cool if the masks for 2016 and the golden masks are kind of in this transitional state, you know, to kind of show their elemental powers. And the funny thing is that's what ended up happening. All the golden masks from 2016 for the Toa ended up being in that transition phase, which was really nice. So, yeah. So that's pretty much it for the set. I really like them, and I'm glad I have them. So yeah, that's it for this review. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Remember to follow me on Twitter. That link is in the description below, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.